I'm Susan Epstein. I'm president of the board of directors of Symphony Nova.
I'm Collette Novak, and I'm the operations manager.
I'm Larry Issacson, and I'm the conductor and music director of Symphony Nova.
Well, we don't have a strategic plan, so it did help us in focusing on what we need to do, what our main issues are moving forward, I think. What would you say?
And I thought it was really well paced. Actually, I've done these before in other places with other groups, and there was just enough time to do the thinking and then move on to the next thing that we needed to move on to, and not feel rushed and not feel like there was too much time. So I thought the pacing was really nice. The questions and each project that we were working on seemed to flow nicely one into the next.
It's already started. We recrafted our mission. It just has a sexier sound to it now than it did before, and that was great. We thought we had it down pretty pat before we arrived, but it's changed a little bit.
Better?
Much better. Briefer.
We actually were able to have a meeting between last session and this one where we invited, we had a session actually before the first session and this one where we invited board members and staff and a few musicians from our orchestra so that we could get feedback kind of from different types of stakeholders in terms of what we were coming up with as our goals and what we wanted to do with the organization.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend the first session, but this session I thought that some of the most valuable stuff came in creating a business plan and also in really having to work through the goals, objectives, and then the metrics from that. Because I think for us we hadn't quite differentiated between what the goals and objectives were, so just to be able to sit down and have that conversation, even though it was difficult, was really valuable.
I would agree. I think it was very important to not just set a particular goal, but in fact actually breaking it down beyond that to think about the tangible ways that you can go from point A to point B. And so I think that was very valuable for us strategically as well as just on a day-to-day basis.
Helpful to you.
It unstuck us.
Did it?
We were stuck, and we needed a way to think how to move forward strategically. We've been talking about doing a strategic plan for about a year. We didn't know how to do it, so when this came up, we jumped in. And what's happened already in the 4 weeks, I think it was about 4 weeks since the last session, is we've already acted on several of the things that we said needed to be acted on. And I'm assuming that what happened today will cause us to then act on some more things. So the plateau we had hit, there's a big forward motion going on. And we've already made some big, hard decisions about this year based on all of this. It's been very helpful to do that. We feel good about it. So it's definitely gotten us moving forward again, which we really needed.